When we were kids, we all used the same two words many times: me first, right? I certainly heard it as a teacher time and time again. Well, 1 Corinthians 13:5 describes true love this way: love does not dishonor others, it is not self seeking. Well, another translation says it like this: love is not rude, it does not demand its own way. And the Message version says, love doesn't force itself on others, it isn't always me first. I love that. I'm not sure we grow out of the me first attitude. We might just call it road rage or maybe being efficient. But dishonoring others in any way comes from an attitude of entitlement. We can get all rude and nasty when someone dares to cut in front of us, in line, in a car, in our lives, in any way. Our tone, our words, and attitudes can turn sarcastic, dismissive, and dishonoring when others dare to turn their attention to things other than meeting our needs. But it all comes down to the same thing: me first. So how do we love others? Well, this verse tells us to put them first. To honor someone means to lift them up, to show respect and give them value. To dishonor someone is to tear them down, to disrespect them, and to devalue them. You know, this can be done in our thoughts, with our words, or our actions. Dishonor stems from believing you deserve your needs to be met first. Me first. Thinking of their needs ahead of your own, well, that is showing true love. And Jesus, well, of course, he demonstrated this selfless kind of love to us. Let's go to Philippians 2, verses 3-8, and I'm going to read it in the Message. It says it this way: think of yourselves the way Christ Jesus thought of himself. He had equal status with God, but didn't think so much of himself that he had to cling to the advantages of that status no matter what. Not at all. When the time came, he set aside the privileges of deity and took on the status of a slave, became human. Having become human, he stayed human. It was an incredibly humbling process. He didn't claim special privileges. Instead, he lived a selfless, obedient life and then died a selfless, obedient death, and the worst kind of death at that, a crucifixion. Isn't that something? You see, that is true unselfish love. Jesus sees our value and our worth, and he sets aside all of his rights in order that we might be brought into a loving relationship with God, so that we might know and actually experience true love, and then we're able to give true love away to others. Let's set aside our me first and replace it with, and after you. That's true love, and that's courageous living.